you had the Cage Warriors belt and UFC scooped you up, and it was fantastic because it really showcased the best of Irish and UK talent, and not only for the ladies, even for the men's, like my male teammates. It would be awesome for them to get Cage Warriors contracts and build themselves up and get themselves a decent record going to get here, you know what I mean? It's one thing, we have so many amazing guys in the team, like Dylan Chuk and stuff like that, guys who've just made their pro debuts, and if they're given somewhere to showcase their skills, I know the UFC will scoop them up, but how can the UFC scoop up what they can't see? You know, they need to be given a platform to perform on, so hopefully Cage Warriors, hopefully Graham can build it back up. You know, he's been fronting the show there for a year, so nobody knows the business like he does, so hopefully he has the resources where he can build it back up, and that'd be fantastic for everybody in Europe. You know, Cage Warriors was the biggest promotion in Europe.
Aisling, I know you've got this question a lot, but even though Paddy's the main event, you're the one that's been around the longest. You know, you missed out on the card last year, forever fighting in Ireland and travelling around. This seems like this is Aisling Daly's event, a complete different you leading up in fight week, and it seems like you're relishing the prospect of actually being here and fighting here this time.
Definitely I am. Honestly, I can't even begin to get across how excited and happy I am to be here. Like, I've just done everything perfect this camp, you know. Not that I've done anything wrong in the past, but I've changed some things around with my training, and my whole mentality has just changed, you know. Like, I've come through a lot of stuff in the past, you know, mental health problems, all that kind of stuff, and I've just overcome so much to the point where I just feel renewed as a person. I keep saying it to the guys, I almost feel like I'm 18 again. I feel like I've discovered MMA. You know, like I'm only making my pro debut, and this is how motivated and this is how happy I am, and this opportunity in front of me, I'm so privileged to have it. I can't really put into words how good it feels to have this here, you know, when I feel like it's just oozing out of me, like when I'm talking to people, I'm just like, oh my god, I just love life, it's awesome. That's how I feel about everything. Like,
are you getting that feeling because of the guys you mentioned before, the Dylan Tooks, the Richie Smullins, all of these guys making their pro debuts, you're seeing them succeed, and maybe that's giving you the second wind?
No, definitely it's all to do with me. If anything, I feel like my positivity is helping them come along, like. But I just feel like a lot of things have changed in my mind and how I view the world and how I see myself and how I see just the people around me. Everything is just different for me, and I'm just, my outlook and everything is super more positive. So I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like I said, just like,
this is weird. I've never seen you this animated, this happy before a fight. It's completely different.
And even like,
all you're missing is the hair.
Yeah. I was actually going to go back with the hair, but then I decided against it. I was like, nah, I'm getting a bit old for that. But yeah, it's hard for me to explain. Like, missing last year was definitely a huge thing that has been an extra motivation, because I did feel like I was a little bit left behind. You know, everybody knew the guys' names. Everybody knew Paddy Hoolan. Everybody knew Cottle Pendred. Everybody knew Conor McGregor. Everybody was talking about the guys. You know, the UFC. You know, some people would be chatting to me like, "Oh, do you train?" You know, I'd be like, "Yeah, of course I train." Like, "Oh, do you know these guys?" Yeah, they're my teammates. Like, you know. So that for me was a little bit of a dent to my ego, I guess, being like, all right, nobody even knows who I am. Nobody really cares who I am. So for me, I'm like, no, I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to perform the best I've ever performed, and I'm going to feel the best I've ever felt, and everybody's going to know my name at the end of this.